So we've got CC&Rs, bylaws, and committees. Is there a hard and fast rule for what must be in which sector or which document or which group? Or is it, hey, membership can pick and choose whatever they want?
Well, and there's not really a hard and fast rule in what must be done, or else we wouldn't spend so much time fixing those documents for associations that seem to have not quite gotten it right on the first go. In theory, and in terms of good practice, though, Justin, the declaration, which is the document that's filed with the county, it's the highest document within the association. That's where you put the things that tend to be what people can and cannot do on their own property. So if you're going to tell somebody they can or cannot have pigs, or they can or cannot have goats, or they can or cannot have auto repair on their lawn, that would tend to be in the declaration, because that is going to be telling people what they can do on their own property. The bylaws tend to be a governance document. So the bylaws are really only supposed to say, basically, when's the membership meeting and what can it do? How many people are on the board and what can the board do? What are the committees of the association? And so it's more, how do we run the association? And then there are two other documents you didn't mention, but I'll mention them. There's articles of incorporation. The articles of incorporation are filed with the Secretary of State, as you know, and those create a corporation, a nonprofit association. And those tend to usually and should only have just the most essential details of what you have to file to create an association, but sometimes we'll see them go on for pages with all sorts of things about the size of the board, when are meetings going to be held, how do you remove board members, and things that shouldn't be in there, but they still are. And then very finally, there's another document called Rules and Regulations of the Association. And in a perfect world, usually the rules and regulations are supposed to deal with the common area. So if you had a pool, the board could adopt a rule that says no one at the pool may have alcohol, or everybody at the pool must have alcohol. I don't know, whatever you want to say in terms of a rule, but it's because it's common area. Since the association governs the common area, the board has authority to adopt rules and regulations governing what happens in the park. Do dogs have to be on leashes? On the other hand, as I said, if you want to tell somebody that a dog has to be on a leash in their own yard, then it better be in the declaration, because that tells people what they can and cannot do on their own property.